the chances of everybody being exactly right on the play is slim, and that's what you're striving for. So, you know, the focus now is we've established a run game, but we haven't arrived. We have to be consistent with it, and we got to continue to improve it. And consistency, you know, that's the biggest thing. We want it to be consistent, and we need to finish. Obviously, that's a no-brainer, but I like the direction we're going. I like our backs a lot, and I really feel like our guys up front have improved every week. And I'll tell you, Saturday, you watch those guys on the perimeter, they really blocked well, and that's a huge deal in the run game. People take things for granted, but when those receivers are blocking, that's when those 5 or 6 yard plays sometimes become big ones. That run by Michael early in the game down the right sideline, I don't know if anybody saw that, but De'Ami blocked the DB into their water, into their bench over here. So, you know, we told him he had to stop once they went out of bounds, but that's something that you don't see every day, and that's something that, man, it really makes me excited about him and our group.
On the play that Michael fumbled late in the game, you guys went into a power package. Vargas, I guess, was essentially a fullback in that play, and Nathan went under center. Last year, Larry used to say, well, it's not really who we are. We don't go under center. Is that something that you guys have implemented now, or you worked on it before, just chose not to use it until now?
We carry a big package like that every week where we'll probably have 1 or 2 plays out of it. And, you know, we pick and choose the spots to use it. Yeah, we're not a team that's built with, you know, the big tight ends and fullbacks, but there's a place for it. And that particular play, it's just a G scheme, and it's drawn up that the back's going to be one-on-one with the safety, and you feel like you're at the 1 yard line, you're going to win that. And really, that's what happened. Everybody had things up, and it was a one-on-one at the goal line, and you hope the worst thing that can happen is he gets tackled and it's 2nd and goal from the half-yard line.
What do you think about Jase Woodard's potential?
Who?
Jase Woodard's potential.
Oh, Jase. He's got great potential. You know, he's a gifted athlete. Where he came from, you know, they asked him to do a lot. He probably wasn't as advanced in the passing game, you know, and that's something he's catching up on. He has the arm, but there's a lot to learn for a quarterback and reading your progressions and things like that. So that's something that's coming along, but he's really talented. He's athletic. Leadership skills are great. You know, he's a grinder. He works at it. So, you know, high expectations for him as well.
Kat, when you have kind of a situation like you do a quarterback coming into the year, where you have some question marks and you have injuries pop up, how challenging is that when that's such a key position in the offense?
Well, I mean, we're seeing it played out in front of us, you know, and you know what? I think most teams you see that are successful, you know, that guy's got to be good. And, you know, certain offenses rely more on them than others. And, you know, it's just a situation where you want to have consistency and continuity. And so when you get guys revolving through, you know, it makes it a little bit tougher. And, you know, it's you know, I think we've kind of displayed the whole thing this year, haven't we? We've shown the really bad, and we've shown the really good when we hit our layups and make good decisions. And then we've shown I don't think I've ever really been part of a game like Saturday night where you have 532 yards and you score 1 touchdown. It was, I mean, that'll haunt me the rest of my life. It was very frustrating. I felt like the kids played their hearts out. There's no doubt about that, a high care factor, and there was plays all over the field that we just somehow, some way didn't make them. And really all we needed was 1.
How do you,
been over.
Sorry. How do you approach kind of talking with your players, knowing that you're pretty close, you're 1 play away in certain games, and you're getting there, and keeping their morale up with the silver linings, but also knowing that you're still in areas that still need a lot of work? Like how do you coach that up?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's our job as coaches to continue to find ways to motivate them, and every week our job is to get them to improve, whether you win or lose. You know, obviously when you lose, every little detail sticks out. You know, when you win, you know, a couple bad things, everybody overlooks it. But when you lose, everything's magnified. But it doesn't change for us. We do the same, win or lose. So and you point out the good things too. You know, it's miserable, but when you throw that film on, I mean, there were some things Saturday night that were really good. And so you got to grow from that. And it's just real simple. It was right there. And you just capitalize on 2 or 3 plays, you might be winning that game by 3 touchdowns. So they see that, and they should be excited about it and want to continue to improve and just believe something like that will never happen again.